Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Once again, thank you for your patience. It's been a crazy summer, but we are back and we are starting with another deconstruction. You guys really like these. I like doing them. I think they're very informative, at least I hope they are. And today we are deconstructing one of my favorite auroras, Alina Cojocaru, dancing the Sleeping Beauty Act 3 Wedding Parata with Federico Bonelli at the Royal Ballet. This is the one that I loved and watched and just was like analyzed myself when I was first dancing Aurora. So let's get into it. Okay, turn the volume down. Here we go. Move this sucker out of the way because it's always annoying. Okay, so what I want you to see about the two of them, and I've already gone through this once to kind of get a good idea of it, but the presence they have even just stepping out on stage. There's a lift in their chest. You can see even here there's like a, they're really embodying the regalness. I think that's one of the reasons I love Alina in this role. She embodies the regalness, but you also see little moments of 16-year-old Aurora. So she does both beautifully. Okay, so, you know me and transitions. Presentation of the feet. Watch this foot as she steps forward. Right, we open the arms, right there. Do you see how she slid it? She didn't just step. She literally, let's watch in slow motion, slides her foot forward. It's these little details. All right, right here. Watch the slide all the way straight knee. Her knee is fully straightened, both of them, before she steps on it and points it. And then that heel, look how turned out we are. She hasn't even done anything yet. And it's like, right? Okay. Forward. There too. Little pas de cheval before we step, right there to step on the foot. And see, look, the presence, that kind of detail, especially for Aurora, is so important. There's no real story. She has no real conflict other than that she falls asleep, honestly. So it's those little details that make this role so special, and it's so important because that is telling a story. I am the queen. I am, Aurora. Okay. Now, interesting here. Some people rond de jambe full around to fifth. She does a little coupe change. Different takes on things. Watch right here. She does, see this little coupe? From her tendu, so many Auroras, including myself, we did full straight leg rond de jambe to fifth. Different version. She does a little coupe over into fifth and then rolls up on the back foot. Do you see how she's rolling up on the back foot? She doesn't spring. She rolls up to point. Two different ways to get up to fifth. You either both feet together or you roll up on the back one. Watch one more time. Details. And roll. It's smoother. Développé. Now, in partnering, as they're doing this, I mean, okay, first of all, hello. But when you do promenades, when you do this kind of hold, your goal is to make an S with your partner. So it's bent, his elbow's going back. You can't really see it, but here's the S. So his elbow's going that way, her elbow's going the opposite way. You want to give enough space, but not be so far apart because she's going to lean back here. Watch her elbow. She's going to straighten the elbow. That's where she can bend back. If you're too close, it ends up like this. If you're too far, it locks. So you've got to start, as they do, in this S, so that as she straightens back, as she port de bras, he can give her a little bit. Look, he's giving her a little bit, but he's not letting her take him over, so she can straighten her elbow all the way. There. Now, having done this many times, this flip has to be together. You're going to watch. She's going to start going up. The minute he feels her start to rise, he's going to pull this hand up. Watch. Do you see how he got her up and flipped? Watch in slow-mo. So we're back. And she's going to initiate right here. She's going to get up. He's going to pull her up immediately. See this? He's pulling her up. He's pulling her up. And as she's on her, she's okay. He's going to let go and get to her waist as fast as he can. Do you see that hand is like ready for her waist so he can stop her? If he's late, she's going over. So watch in real time. Watch his hand. There. Yeah. Then it looks no problem, but he's got to get there so he can feel where she is. And once she's there, she is pressed up against his hip a little bit. That is a bit of a trick, but I mean, she could do this whole thing on her own. She'd be fine. What I like about Alina is she never stops herself short. She's always in her fullest line, but it's never like, it's always, there's still the classical line, but there's such a reach. The energy never stops. Look at this leg. Look at the energy coming out of her leg. I know people talk about her shoes. I think she wears gainers. At least at one point she did. Girlfriend can dance on a dead shoe. I don't know how she does it. Osipova does too. Like, I don't know. She dances on some dead shoes. Oh, man. So let's go back and watch that whole sequence one more time. Watch the coupe to fifth. Watch the hand. So we go coupe to fifth. We roll up on the back leg. We're making our S. Still making the S, still making the S, still making the S. And then as she goes back, she's going to straighten her elbow. He's not. So then when she pulls up, he can get right to her waist. And then we go. She's fine on her own pretty much. Energy is reaching out of the toes in both directions. And then as she extends, look, it never stops. It's never just there. Watch her extend into that arabesque. See the energy? It just keeps going. It just keeps going. We walk around. I, you, love. But see there. Do you see this moment? She went back into 16-year-old moment, and I love that. She's very regal, very regal, very regal. And then just here, it's this little connection with him. It's like a 16-year-old might have, and then we get back into princess. I love this. This little teeny, like, I'm a 16-year-old. Okay, now I'm a queen again. I love that. I love that she goes between both. That's interesting. Usually most auroras go straight to the penché. She goes arabesque. Here, I like that. And then penché. That's nice. Now, this is hard for the guy because if you're too far away, it doesn't work. If you're too close, it doesn't work. Look, he's kind of leaning back. He's kind of like, oh, I think probably because she can go 180 and get this split. But look at Federico. He is like full, almost arch back bend. Love that. Make sure she's good. 1, 2. Again, details on the feet. We've talked about it with both Marinella and Natalia. Down. Okay, another regal moment. And establish. But do you see even here, like, as she does that attitude, it never stops. It keeps growing. I love that. It's never just, watch the upper body. Keeps growing, it keeps growing, it keeps growing, it keeps growing. Even the leg, and then she goes around. So here too, here's our S. You can't really see, but you want to be square with your partner. If one of you pulls away, it doesn't work. So watch, she's kind of in an open line on this here on this arabesque. As we promenade, she's going to start facing him. See, she starts to bring the shoulder around, she's facing him, she's facing him, she's facing him. Do you see how she's facing him? She's square. If she left this left shoulder behind her, it wouldn't work. She's open, and then she brings her side with her. And we're still making our S. There's a good angle of the S. There's our S right here. We go around. Again, Alina can do this on her own, pretty much. And the energy reach. I mean, look at this. Look at that. You can see like the fireworks coming out of her toes and her fingers. And yet her shoulder's not up in her ear. And then we place back. She brings that left shoulder. Do you see that again? She opens it because you have to kind of open it in this line, to be quite honest. You have to open it. Then as she realigns, she's going to bring this left shoulder. We're going to square back up, and then she's going to bring it with her there. It's coming around so she can be square to him here. And again, we're making our S. See our S? This is our S right there. Bottom foot holds, back to first arabesque. Even there, look, we are still in a classical line, but the energy is, so you feel the movement. If this, even in stillness, it's not just, there's that like, she's like taffy. Alina is like taffy. Okay. There's your moment to breathe. You run around. I always found this very awkward. Double. Okay, interesting. I don't know whether she's slightly off or he was off to one side, but on this pirouette, he's going to fix her. So she does, we're watching slow motion. She goes down, step up. Look, she's a little bit off, just a little bit. And then he's going to take that left hand right here and fix her. There. It's hard to see, but she's like a little bit crooked, and he takes one hand and he fixes her. Let's watch it in real time, see if you can see it. There. Yeah, that left hand pushes her a little bit forward because she's just, see right there, she's slightly leaning into him. She's a little bit off. And then he's going to take that left hand right here. Do you see right here he fixes her? And now she's straight up and down. Hard to see. That's a hard one to see. But that's why they're pros. This is something else the guys don't ever want you to see because you're supposed to be looking at the ballerina, which we all do. But watch, and I bet you've never really noticed because, again, you're looking at her. Watch Federico. Don't watch Alina right now. Watch Federico. Little shuffle, little shuffle, little shuffle, little shuffle, little shuffle, little shuffle, right? Like if a guy is good and the ballerina is good, you will watch her, you will not watch him. But sometimes the guys are behind you like shuffling around to make your movements smooth. And you're not supposed to notice them. I want you to notice him. Watch one more time. Little shuffle, little shuffle, little shuffle, little shuffle. Like it's kind of weird looking, but then if you look at it as a whole, watch her now. Watch her. Up. You're watching her. You're watching her. Look how smooth it is. You don't even see him. You don't even see him. Up to oh, it's Susu. Just kidding. We did attitude. But do you see that? Like you're not supposed to see that, but I want to point these little things out to you. Because sometimes the guy, they'll even tell you, I feel ridiculous behind her. Okay. And we go développé. Now, what's interesting with her is in these lifts, she's straight up and down. Some Auroras bend back, some Auroras bend side. They're going straight up and down, which is actually harder for the guy. If you lean back, he has a shelf. So she is straight, so he is literally muscling straight up and down. His hand position is like this, as opposed to like this, and he can use your back bend. So this is actually a much harder version. So let's keep going. Fifth. Look, he doesn't, yeah, you can even see his hands. Look at his hands. They are just simply around her waist. He's not shelving her. He's like muscling it up. This is really hard. Straight up and down. I mean, she's an itty bitty thing, but still really hard. Fourth. All right, what I like about this, I would notice this earlier. Sometimes with partnered pirouettes, you take it off of the girl, but in this case, I think he does it. So he gives her, watch this hand. He's gonna go like this, and that's when she knows to go. Watch, we're gonna watch in slow-mo. There, do you see it? He gave her a little, like, okay, go. Like, that's your signal. Sometimes the girls just go and he has to like figure out what you're doing. But Federico initiates this turn. Let's see if we can see it in real time. Watch that right hand. Right there. Do you see that? He initiated, so they're together. Sometimes, unless you're a really seasoned couple and the guy just knows where you are, if the girl goes early, he's like, what's happening? Lifts too. So he initiated, so she knows when to turn, so everybody's together. Watch in slow-mo one more time. See if you can see it. 4/8 of fourth. And now watch his right hand. Right there. He's gonna flip her, yes. He does that, then he goes back to her waist because she can turn on her own. What I also find interesting about Alina is this very, very high overcrossed passe. It looks pretty on her. Some dancers, I'm not a fan of it, but I like it on her. Développé, da-da-da. It's just interesting. We go again. Now, watch her on this too. She reaches that leg. Again, it's the fireworks out of her toes. She is reaching that leg so far all the way to the floor, all the way to that fifth. Let's go back. Watch in slow-mo. So we go up. Watch the front leg. She's reaching, she's reaching, she's reaching, she's reaching. The energy doesn't stop, it doesn't stop. Look, doesn't stop, doesn't stop, doesn't stop, doesn't stop, all the way to fifth. Kind of cool. And she's gonna do it on this side. Reaching, 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 reaching all the way to fifth. And third time, because it's classical ballet, all the way to fourth. There we go. Watch again, watch the right hand. Yep, he initiated. He initiated again. We're to fourth. Flip. Yep. Out. In and up. And oh. He made sure she wasn't falling. You could see a little bit she got slightly off, and he held her to make sure she was fine. Watch. See if we can see it. Here, she leans off slightly. And look, he's holding on for dear life. She's fine, but this foot just kind of bails a little bit. And he holds her up until the last minute, till he knows she's good, and then he's going to let go. See if you can see that in real time. Again, these are things you would never notice, and this is why these two dancers are so incredible, because these little details. He holds on to her to make sure she's fine. Watch the left hand now. Watch the left hand. Oops, she okay? Yes, okay. Little thing. Little thing. All right, the great fish dives. Let's talk about this. She doesn't rond de jambe. Alina pulls from arabesque straight in to a high passe. Some auroras go second in. She goes straight in, which is actually what Sean and I are doing, because we're doing this in September. At City Ballet, I rond de jambe. It works better with Sean and I if I pull straight in, which is what she's doing. So she's going to pull from arabesque. Let's watch in slow motion. She pulls straight in. Now, as the girl, watch her just for a second. You're thinking penché. Do you see how she's reaching for a penché? Dive. You can't stay up and have him do it. She's got to go lengthen. You can't wait. Watch. So she turns. We go straight into passe from arabesque. Now she does 1, 2, and she's already starting to lean. Do you see that? She's leaning while he's grabbing. She's going to go to penché with the left leg, and he's got her, and then she brings the back one in. You can't go 1, 2, oh yeah. You have to go 1.5 down. See that? 1.5 down. And then if you watch him, let's watch Federico. He's going to bring this hand to her waist. And this is what's so incredible about these fish dives. These guys do them one-handed. 2 hands is only if something goes wrong. He's going to do this one-handed. So watch. He's going to bring it to her waist. Let me get my thing out of the way. Make sure she's good. He's going to bring it to her waist and then grab this hand around and pull her into him and make sure she's good, because you're still looking at her, right? You're not looking at him. I want you to look at him now. But he does this kind of fourth, and he's not going to tendu this front leg till she's good. She's good. Okay, I can tendu. So he stirs and goes straight to the waist, grabs and pulls, and then he never even needs this arm. So watch one more time. I want to break these down for you. We go straight in. He takes her stirs, grab, waist. She's diving. He's pulling. And we get to position. She's good. I'm going to tendu, and the right hand was never even needed. Watch the next two in real time. Get her up to attitude. Fifth. We swing around. Soutenu. It's the same thing, real time. Up, pull, dive, pull, tendu. It's a lot. And it's classical ballet. We got to do it 3 times. And we go up, in, dive, tondu. Watch the third one in slow motion because they're closer to us. Look, she's even found the time to look at him. She's looking at him. Now do you see that? She looked at him and then switched her head. That's kind of cool. So here we are. We're looking at him, we're looking at him, we're looking at him, we're looking at him, we're looking at him. Okay, now I'm going to switch. Now I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to pull straight into passe. I'm going to do 1.5. He's grabbing her waist. She's starting to dive. And he's going to make sure she's good, and then he's going to go to tondu. Yep. And we go up. Thank you very much. Breathing. We're breathing. Up. Another character moment. Character moment. Hello, I'm the princess. We do tondu. This is a rest step here. Now this is hard because you're turning into him. We pirouette to arabesque. She's going to give him a nice big telegraphed plie. Watch. We run. So he knows exactly when she's going to turn. She prepares. She goes big plie. Do you see this big telegraphed moment? Telegraph. And now she has to pop. Right? She telegraphs the plie so he knows right what to do. Get her to arabesque. And then he tondus. See, he doesn't tondu again until he makes sure she's okay. Watch in real time. Run. Telegraph. She's good. Tondu. And then breathing. Again, look, you can see the energy out of her toe, out of her front leg, arm, out of her back arm. Little dip moment. See, the position never loses its energy with her. Okay, fun fact here, you're actually leaning up against him. You're not balancing. The tutu's helping you. He's going to give you a little, you're leaning up against him on that. It's a great little party trick. Does she do the single? No, she goes right to the double. Double out. Let's see if he initiates again. A little bit. That one was more together. Let's watch that right hand. Does he initiate? Yes. Do you see it? It's very subtle. But he's going to take that right hand and pull her right hip back. See? Back. Up. Watch his feet again. She's going to turn. See, this is again what you never notice about the guy until we go in slow motion. We're not looking at him. He's in a turning position. This is a nice solid stance. He's got to be into the floor, and he's going to stay there, stay into this floor. Look, it's not a particularly great ballet position. He's going to make sure she's fine. That's a triple. Make sure she's good, and then he's going to step his feet together. He doesn't step his feet together till he knows she has finished the turn and is on her leg. Watch. Watch his feet. There, we're steady. She's good together. He initiates. She's steady. Okay, we're good together. Third one. Steady. She's good. It's together. Yep, you never notice it. Ah, she does the pencil turn version. I like that. So she's shenaying. She's going to be on her right leg. Shenay. See, half step. Shenay, right leg. This one's going to pencil turn. Pencil turn. See how it's off the floor? It's off the floor. Pencil turn, little pencil to arabesque. Some people shenay step. She does pencil turn to arabesque. I like it. See if you can see it in real time. Pencil turn, up. That's nice. Another little character moment. I love it. Hello, dear. Oh, we got married. Oh, see, look, it's very soft. Oh, now we got to be a queen again. Okay, walk around. This part's nice because you know you're almost done. Oh, that's interesting. She goes all the way down. She bows. Not everybody does. Good. We go up. Oh, she doesn't promenade. That's interesting. We and many other people from that coupe up to attitude, it's another full promenade. She's not going to turn. Watch, they're just going to stay right where they are. Stay right where they are, stay right where they are. That's interesting. Look, there's our S. Energy. Even on the balance, you can just tell it's not a dead balance. It's an active balance. And then Boré to fourth. Does he initiate? Yes, he does. Up. One hand. Pretty impressive. And then on this fish, this is her right leg. You are squeezing him for dear life with your left hamstring, and he has you wedged. Look, he's not in a full tendu. Does he go to a full tendu? No. Here, when he has no hands, it's much more steady to be on two legs. But again, you're looking at her. I bet you've never noticed that the guys don't fully point. They need this as a security system, right? So watch again. She's going to go up, up, and then left hamstring grips for dear life, and he's also using this foot. He's got her wedged between his waist. Literally, the guys are like this. But you don't really notice it because the tutu's in the way. And that is the wedding pas de deux. So fun fact here, I might have said this somewhere else. When you're bowing 3 times, it's a breathing thing. They bow to the audience, and then they're going to bow to each other. And they do this, thankfully the audience keeps clapping, but they do this to give him time to breathe before his solo. That's what this is for. We're breathing, we're breathing. Look, they're breathing, they're breathing. Take your time, take your time, take your time, take your time, take your time. They're going to even back up. That's what the 3 bow thing is for. So let's go back and watch all of it. We walk forward. Whoop. So here we go. Eagle. Toe. Little coupe, roll up, make our S. He's going to keep his elbow bent. She's going to straighten. She initiates. He gets right to her waist. Energy. Little character moment. Make our S, present that foot. Energy, 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 energy. Bringing the left shoulder with us. And we're going to open the left shoulder. And then we're going to square it back up. Yep, he fixed her. Breathing moment. And she's going straight up in the energy out of the foot. 5th. Starts it. And it's classical ballet, so we repeat. Initiates. So good. So good. Yeah, she's amazing. He's amazing. Love both of them. Yeah, love this version. If you can find the whole thing on here on YouTube and watch her whole beauty, it's gorgeous. Let me know anything else you want me to deconstruct. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.